have the desire, the imagination to accomplish something or to get something done, but the thought into your mind that says, I can't do it. And then when you agreed to that moment, what you wanted to do did not happen. And you beat yourself up for it. You go through these periods of times in your life. And then, what about that moment where you're going through your life and you feel stuck? Because that thought says, I know you can't. But then you feel that burning desire say, I know I can. But then the thought that you agree to the most is the thought that dominates your life on an everyday basis. And me, that was me. I was stuck in that moment. And so I done something that was a bit outlandish. And what I done was I left my hometown with no money to travel out, to live a gypsy life, to live on a faith system. Because I wanted to destroy the no I can't mind. Because I felt attacked by it every time I've been around people that felt the same way. And I told myself, okay, I'm going to church, I'm doing this, but I'm still being battled with this no I can't mind. So when I decided to put myself into the wilderness, that's when I was tested. Because it's either go back home or bring that yes I can mind. So I left. And what kept me protected, what kept me from not being on the street, was taking in that yes I can mind. I decided to fuel that thought more. And every time I agreed to the yes I can mind, I was able to battle through challenges that seemed to be impossible. I've met different individuals and I went to go share the same ideology with them. And individuals that felt like they could not walk again, or people that felt like they couldn't get the job that they wanted, or people that felt like they couldn't obtain the happiness in a relationship that they've dreamed of. I said, well, have you thought about the yes I can mind? I said, well, what is that? Well, it's when you stop telling yourself you can't do it. It's when you truly take that moment, like, you know what, I'm going to push. And in the beginning, it's not going to be easy because it's a habit you got to create. Like anything. It's like when you go to a job and you got this 2 months of training. You don't know what to do when you work, when you get in there, but in that 2 months, you're going through a repetitive programming cycle of learning how to become that employee. If you're working at a customer service position, the moment you put on that headset, it's like a chip. You know, you plugged in, you know exactly what to do unconsciously. You practically can go to sleep and do work at that because it's programmed in your mind. But that's the same formula. When you go outside of work, that same technique of programming is how we rewire our psychology to be able to project what we want into the material world. So that yes I can mind is associated with a God-given power that we all was born with. For anyone that's spiritual or religious, the case may be. And what's amazing is that taking up the yes I can mind, before I came to Arizona, I was in Texas. And I went to Arizona to go a step further into my journey because I heard Arizona is a place full of all natural practices and opportunity. And when I first came here, I was deciding, do I want to stay or do I don't want to, or do I want to stay here? Because I'm still in the cups of the no I can't, the yes I can't. Because at this point, I'm like, I have no funds, I'm going nuts, I'm meeting different individuals, I'm finding who can I connect with to show my talent, to show my worth, my value, to see who can I work with. And then, but then I realized, like, wait, you just left home. You went from Miami, Kansas, Texas, now you're here. This yes I can mind is doing something. It's doing something, but sometimes you forget your accomplishments. Because circumstances, it's easy to remember and hold on to pain. It's some form of comfort there. You know, but then when you continue to move forward, when you continue to remember the actions that got you where you're at now, when you like begin to not focus so much on the opposite. What I mean by opposite is like the things that bring you down. You begin to really see how much you've really done in your life. You get to see the success, the accomplishment, even if it's a little bit. If it's a little bit. So I finally decided to stay in Arizona, to more so build a foundation. And this is where I decided to see how far can I push the yes I can mind. Okay, it's been about over 2 months now. Can I get a place? Can I work here? Can I live here? Is it possible? And then you got the no I can't mind, like, come on, no you can't. And I'm like, you know what? Yes, I can. So, within 2 months and a half, I told myself, you already have a place of appointment, you already have a place to live. Now, I'm so used to growing up in a family home where if we don't see it, we don't believe it. So the yes I can mind at this point was an interesting experiment for me, because I've told myself that I already have these things, even though I don't physically see it. But that's the power of the yes I can mind. I wanted to test that. So I said, yes, you can. You have it right now. Within 2 months and a half, I've gotten a place of employment as a financial counselor with debt collections. And there's financial freedom in that, commission, things like that. And then I ended up as well getting it's interesting because I don't have good credit either. But I ended up landing an apartment on Mill Avenue. And at first there were so many barriers to entry, but that yes I can mind. Oh my goodness. That yes I can mind, I got a call back. Tyler, you got approved. I said, wait, what? Are you for real? Because what blew my mind is that when I was in my hometown, I've always had roommates. I never thought I could get my own space just to enter my mind. And then all of a sudden I do this whole journey of leaving my hometown with no money and coming this far, and then I get my own place within 2 months and a half. I'm like, are you saying all I had to do was just say yes I can and I could have had this sooner? I started laughing because I'm like, all this time I cried and complained and cussed myself out and damned everybody, excuse my language, and I'm just like, all I had to do was just say yes I can. Is it really that easy? It's a bit frightening because is it really that easy? Do you have that much power? But the good book says you do. But it's so hard to embrace that because the material world feels it's right there in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? But then that's what faith is. Really trusting the things you cannot see with the naked eye. And that's to me, that is bravery. To believe in something that is not there. So the yes I can mind versus the no I can't mind is for any of us. Anyone that is going through a circumstance in their life where you are familiar with no I can't, because it's easier to choose that route because it's something that we're used to. But I'm here to tell you and everyone today is that the yes I can mind, when I say it works, it works. It truly works. That's about it.
Thank you.